All right, welcome to our Wednesday night wind down. So for tonight, we are going to need a notebook, a pen, your mat, possibly a bolster if that would feel really nice, a blanket, maybe an eye pillow or a scarf to cover the eyes. So you can have an abundance of props or not. This really is set up for you to just allow yourself to bring the energy down. So for today, I thought we would focus our session on the idea of our responding to things instead of being. So as a yogi, as somebody who is really focused on the idea of non-attachment, because yoga is about reducing and relieving your suffering, right? So the more we are attached to certain things, oh my gosh, I could lose this thing, the more attachment we have, the more suffering it can cause. Now, it's a very big endeavor to release our attachments because we are attached to not just things, but we're attached to people, we're attached to places. And so instead of going kind of to that level today I want you to think about your responses to certain situations so that you can start to bring a bigger sense of being to your day-to-day. And so that's what this particular session is. It's about you cultivating, planting seeds of connecting to beingness, even more than you may already be doing. So in order for us to get to this place where we can start to calm down and wind down, I thought we'd start by bringing some awareness and energy to our bodies. So I'd like you can be sitting, you can be standing. Depends on how much energy you need to wiggle out before you can start to get grounded. But I'd like you to shake your body, okay? Shaking your arms, shaking your legs, shaking through the torso, maybe shaking your head, whipping your hair around. I just want you to start to really shake it out so that you can start to feel the energy within the body in a different way than just honoring this vessel that you have. I want you to get in to those energetic levels. And shaking can kind of do that for you. So shake, 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 shake. Good, just a few more moments of getting things out. And then I want you to pause, close your eyes, and just feel into your body. Maybe you notice a light sort of buzzing sensation. Maybe it feels pleasant. Maybe it feels uneasy. Just notice what you are experiencing. And start to practice this idea of not responding to it, but just being in it. If you all are not already seated, if you are standing and shaking, make your way to a comfortable seat. Continuing to breathe and connect to this feeling, observing. And then bringing your hands to your heart, either in Anjali Mudra where your palms are together or just placing your hands stacked over your heart. I want you to either chant with me the Mahamrityunjai, the MMM, or just listen. You'll be able to access this chant in our nurtured community so that you can learn it too if you want. But this is our chant that's in service to our healing, in service to letting go of that suffering. So I'm going to inhale and I'm going to chant this 3 times. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sukandim Pushtivardhanam Urva Rukamiva Bandhanan Varityor Mukshiyamamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sukandim Pushtivardhanam Urva Rukamiva Bandhanan Varityor Mukshiyamamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sukandim Pushtivardhanam Urva Rukamiva Bandhanan Varityor Mukshiyamamritat. And I want you to sit with this idea for a moment longer of not responding to everything that's going on around you and cultivating this idea of being. As you start to sit with this, I want you to journal a few moments about what it's like for you in your day-to-day, all these things that you might need to respond to and how it makes you feel. Maybe it's something at work, maybe it's something within a personal relationship at home, maybe it's something with an extracurricular activity or schooling or what have you. And I want you to just take some moments to consider how you respond in certain situations. And if nothing's coming to you, that's okay. Then I want you to just write about being and what's it like to allow yourself to be with something that you're uncomfortable with. So just take a few minutes to journal. If you're watching this recording later, I'm just going to pause it for a moment. So when we come back, you'll be able to get back into it. So this idea of responding versus being and allowing yourself to assess gently how you interact with it. That's what we are going to play with today through our practice. So again, this is a wind down class. So the goal is for you to gently start to relax and be. You might want to respond to some of the things we're doing, but you're going to encourage yourself to just be with it, whether it's feeling really good, feeling neutral, or feeling uncomfortable. You're going to allow yourself to be with it. Now, if there's pain, which there shouldn't be, but if there was, obviously, I would like you to make sure you came out of anything and then make the changes necessary so that you can be as safe and comfortable as possible so you can enjoy the practice. So what we'll start in is a Shavasana pose. And we're really going to be here for most of our time. So you can have a bolster underneath the knees if you like. You can put this in your Stonehenge with the two blocks on either side and putting the bolster on top. Or you can just lay out flat. But I want you to get yourself comfortable. So maybe that means that you are going to put a blanket over you. Maybe that means that you are going to add some socks, depending on the time of year you're doing this practice, or depending on how cool it is in your home. But you're going to get yourself set up. I always like to put a folded blanket over my abdomen. It helps me feel more grounded. And sometimes a heavier eye pillow over my forehead or a scarf over my eyes. Allowing my arms to come to either side of the body and opening up through the chest. And starting to really notice the body resting on the mat, on the floor. Over the course of this practice, I want to encourage you that there is nothing you need to do. You're just going to allow these things to wash over you, but we are going to start with some tensing and releasing. So on one hand, you'll be responding by tensing the body part. And then on the other hand, when you release it, I want you to notice how you respond and see if you can be in a more being place. So start to bring awareness to the soles of the feet, to each toe, to the arches, to the balls of the feet, the heels, the tops of the feet. And if it's available to you, tense your feet tight, 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 and relax them. Tense your feet, tense your calves tight, and then relax them. Tense your feet, your calves, your thighs, your hamstrings. Relax. Tense your feet, your calves, your thighs, your hamstrings, your glutes. Relax. Moving all the way up through the glutes into the abdomen and the low back, tensing and relax. Begin to tense through the abdomen from the feet, and now tense the hands. Squeeze the hands, squeeze the forearms, squeeze the arms, and relax. Squeeze your whole body from below the head and down, and relax. Squeeze your whole body, and now your face, the lips, the eyes, the nose, the forehead, scrunching the temples, and relax. One more time, scrunch everything up, tight, 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 and relax. And just take a few breaths, connecting to the after effects. And notice how you naturally respond. Notice if there's a subtle way to shift that response into more being, not a preference or an aversion, just a noticing. Now bring your attention awareness to the heart center. And at the heart center, I want you to imagine being able to cultivate a feeling of gratitude. Maybe there's a specific event in your life that just cultivates like a smile across your face when you think of it. Maybe there's something you've done or had access to and you just feel so grateful. Or maybe there's just a time in your life you just felt so loving and so loved and so full of it that you can bring this awareness again into the body, starting at the heart center. And imagining as you feel this gratitude, as you feel this love, it starts washing over you in all directions. And then you can turn up this feeling as though your entire body is glowing with gratitude, with love in all directions.